Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do some reviews and demos of some LA Girl Cosmetics products. These aren't anything new. I did do a review and demo on my channel of the new foundation and their eyebrow pencil. So if you guys are interested in that, check that down below. So I also wanted to check out some of their other products since they had a 40% off. I think it was like a Cyber Monday sale. And I was like, you know, let's pull a trigger, let's do this. I had actually already filmed this review and also tutorial on this look a while ago. However, that footage got all messed up and I just like kind of gave up on trying to recover it and figure it out. So I was like, you know what, we're just gonna refilm this sometime, and it is now sometime. So if you guys are interested in some LA Girl products, I know there's a bunch of their products that I've always been curious about. Just keep on watching. So all the products are kind of list the price somewhere down here so you guys can see, because I don't know a lot of them off the top of my head, but I'll link them here and then as well as in the description box. So the first products I want to talk about are concealers. So a couple different concealers. The first ones that they do have ones for like maybe like highlighting or around the face. This is their Pro concealers. And I have been using this for quite a while. So I use the ones, these colors, so around my face, underneath my eyes, and then I even use shades a little bit darker so that I can contour with. So I use them on myself as well as I have some for my freelance kit, and I love these. I think these are really, really great. These are pretty cheap. Off the top of my head, I know these you can get these from anywhere from $3 to $5 depending on the website. LadyMoss.com is actually where I got mine. It's either ladymoss.com or ladymossbeauty.com, but you can find these really, really affordable. I love these. The thing about these, like a little bit goes a long way, I feel like, with all their concealers. So if you don't want them kind of creasing underneath your eyes, just do the tiniest bit. If you're using them from around the face, I would say first highlights underneath the eyes and then blend that out, and then go and kind of add that around your face to contour with, because they do dry a little bit quicker. So, you know, in case you want to blend out, because if not, it's a little bit harder to blend, but if you do right away, it blends really, really easily. And I just think it's a great way for those of you who like to like cream and liquid contour and highlight. I love these. So because I love those, I was interested in their orange concealer as well as their green concealer. So the green concealer I specifically was interested in because I do have redness around the nose and around my face for like any blemishes that I want to cover, and I like it. I don't love it, only because I prefer maybe the consistency of maybe more of a cream, actual like cream concealer. So like say the Sonia Kashuk, their Hidden Agenda quad, it's an actual cream. It's something a little bit thicker that's really going to kind of cover. I think this does an okay job, but it's not something I gravitate towards, and I usually do have like, you know, blemishes around my face that I do need, but I don't find myself reaching towards it. So I think it's okay depending, I guess, on your preference on consistency. I prefer something a little bit thicker. The other product that I got is this is their orange concealer, and honestly I think this just depends on how light or dark your skin is. While I feel like this is actually, I didn't like it because I feel it's too dark for my skin tone. I think I got a color too dark. I think this is better for someone of medium to like dark and like deeper skin tones, because it's just the color. The consistency and everything is the same as the regular formulas. So for me, what's better as I picked up, they came out with a peach concealer. So I'm kind of glad that it came out with like a lighter color, because I think this is a color that suits my skin tone much better. So if you run more on the light to like a light medium side, I think this is going to be a lot better for you. However, if you feel this is too light, then go for the orange concealer. I think that's going to be a really, really great option. I know women who have like a lot like deeper skin tones. I think this is really, really great to do any correcting for like dark spots around your face as well. So if you're interested in that, I would definitely highly recommend these, just depending on your color preference. I think you're gonna like either or for your skin tone. A new product that I checked out, this is their Pro Prime eyeshadow base, and I was actually pretty curious about this. So this is like a nice like creamy eyeshadow base for your eyes, and I actually do really like this. I got mine, I think they have a different shade. So this is in the one nude, and they also have like an all white one. So if you want something, you know, just a little bit more pigmented, maybe for like the lid shade specifically, I would definitely say check that one out. But I like the nude, you know, for just something pretty basic to lay down on the eyelid. I would definitely say just kind of like add this on. You can blend it out. If you want to keep the pigmentation a little bit more, maybe blend it out with your finger. You can do it with the Beauty Blender, but then I feel like maybe the Beauty Blender takes away a little bit. So I would say just straight go in with your finger and blend it out, and then kind of set it with the powder or something so it doesn't crease, since it is a little bit thicker. But then go right ahead with your eyeshadows. I think this is a really great affordable eyeshadow base, and honestly it really just brings out the colors. I always suggest like a primer for your eyeshadows, because I think it makes the biggest difference in just like, you know, showing the pigmentation of the colors as well as just helping them blend a little bit better. So if you're looking for a great affordable option, I would definitely say LA Girl, their Pro Primer eyeshadow base. I think it's a really good way to go. The LA Girl Pro Prep Primer. I was interested in this. I always like trying out new primers, and honestly I liked it. I think I only liked it because I personally prefer just more illuminating primer, something really hydrating just for my skin needs. So that's something I always kind of gravitate towards, just to give like that oomph, you know, to like my foundation and my makeup in general. But honestly, I have no problems with this. It does have more of like that silicone base, so it kind of reminds me of like the Maybelline, what is it called? It reminds me of the Maybelline, the Baby Skin Primer, the consistency of it, the way that it feels, which is why I do like it. I know some people don't like that. They feel like it might be a little bit too greasy for their skin, but I do like, you know, what it kind of, how it makes my skin feel and how it glides on, so I like it. If you're someone who doesn't like the Baby Skin one from Maybelline, maybe you won't like this one, but honestly I feel like this is fine. For me, normal skin, oily skin, I don't know how you're going to feel about it, but it doesn't add any sort of hydration or any sort of illumination, and I feel like it doesn't bother the way that my foundation goes. So I like it. I think it's, you know, an option to try out. The other item that I picked up is the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Natural. So this is a pencil lip liner, and everybody has their preference whether they like pencil or like the kind of roll up lip liner. And I like both, and I like this one. I feel like it doesn't tug at my lips. It's not too drying, and it does stay on. Also, I really do like this color. So if you wanted to just do this lip line color on its own, or do this and just add any color underneath, I feel like it's definitely one of those that's gonna help, you know, like the lipstick stay and not budge and, you know, like fuzz out or anything. So I definitely would suggest this lip liner, and they have such a really huge selection of colors. Like I was like, I don't even know where to begin. So, but I definitely, this is a really great, nice neutral one. If you like some more in like the brownie peach zones for like lip liners, definitely pick up this one. The next two items that I picked up are their matte liquid lipsticks, and I have been so excited to kind of try these. I've always wanted to try these, and not until I went to like at a mall. They kind of had like one of those little mini shops where they kind of have like a little bit of everything, like makeup, jewelry, bags and stuff. So I was like, you know what, let me pick these up finally. I was like, okay, let's just do two colors, and to really test them out, I definitely wanted to get something lighter and something darker to see if there was a difference, and I'm glad that I did get only two colors, but also the fact that I got something a little bit lighter and a little bit darker, because I feel like there is a difference. I feel like there's a little bit of inconsistency with like the formula depending maybe what color you get. So to start off with the color that I have on my lips, this one is in the shade Dreamy. I love the color. I feel like the formula on this one is something I prefer a little bit more. It's a little bit thicker. It doesn't take so many like strokes to kind of like add color pigmentation. It's more instant pigmentation. I don't really have to work with it to get it on my lips, but when it kind of dries down, I don't know. It's not my favorite formula. I think it's okay. It's not too drying, but it kind of feels like a little bit tacky. Like it's like matte tacky, like a hint of tackiness. So when I kind of go like that on my lips, I feel like I'm kind of budging it and kind of moving around. So I like it. I do really like the color, but it's not my favorite. I was like, ugh, I've had other drugstore formulas that I prefer a little bit better. It's just like a hint of tackiness, so I feel like it's going to be a little bit transferable. I've kind of, you know, like, I don't know, it's not my favorite. I've had other ones that I definitely, you know, prefer a little bit better. And then this shade is the shade Backstage. I love the color. I love the way that it looks in the tube. But when applying it on my lips, this one feels like a little bit more watery, and I really feel like it's so hard to get kind of a consistent, like just kind of paint it on so it doesn't look all streaky. Layering it, like it gets really messy. I feel like, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of this. You really have to wait for it to dry down, and it's going to dry down very uneven. It applies very unevenly because you have to do so many coats just to get somewhat of pigmentation. I was definitely not a fan of this darker shade, so I'm kind of glad because there really was a difference in the formula. This is more watery, this is a little bit more thick, but even the way that it dries down, it's like a hint of tackiness. It's not my favorite, so not something I would suggest. I would definitely say there's other liquid lipsticks that are affordable that I prefer. The next item that I have is their blush and bronzer palette, and this one I got is in the Glow. They have another shade that has more of a pinky highlighter. I lean towards the ones that have a little bit more peach in them, and I'm glad because I do just prefer the peaches. I was really surprised by this palette. I honestly was afraid that I wasn't gonna like it. I didn't expect much from it. I was like, you know, let's just check it out and see how it goes. Minus this highlighter, I really do like the palette. I feel like the highlighter, I don't know if they knew what they were doing. They're like, okay, we're gonna do a matte under our highlighter, or we're gonna do like a nice face highlight. It's like a weird mix, and for like my cheekbones, I'm really not the biggest fan of it. I'm just like, it's like semi-matte highlight. I was like, it wasn't terrible, but I'm not really a big fan. The bronzer, I thought it was going to be a little bit too warm, a little bit too red, because it looks a little like a hint of red, a little too warm, but I actually really do like it. It's not too warm and it's not too cool. It's like a nice little, you know, even mix in there, so I can add it for my skin tone. It doesn't feel like too orange or too red. This peach color, I love this color so much. I think it is a beautiful peach color. The pigmentation of these colors are really like not super intense, but it's got a good amount of pigmentation on there, so you don't feel like you're trying to build and build and there's nothing there. It's worth the money. If you are someone who has a heavy hand maybe with blushes, something that I like to use is a dual fiber blush brush. So something from this, I think I got this from like Crown or Morphe brushes, but I love dual fiber brushes to add blush, so you can just kind of build it up instead of trying to like, you know, put too much and then trying to blend it all away. But I love this brush for this blush, or any other blush brush I think is really, really great. But if you're someone who might, you know, if you want to be a little bit more careful, definitely go ahead and use this one. I honestly don't use this blush too much because it is something a little bit darker. I do like to like mix and layer maybe, but I have, you know, I'm a little more I favored this one a little bit more, but I do like that they do have this option. So if you're someone who has more of a medium to deeper skin tone, I think this color will flatter you a lot more. If not, you can use one or the other, or just go ahead and use the bronzer. But I actually do like this highlight for underneath the brow bone. I think that's something I would use it for, not necessarily for around the face. Overall though, if you're interested in this palette, I would definitely say pick it up, pick up the Glow one, or if you're someone who prefers more pinky blushes, check out the more pink blush one. I think they have one for like even deeper skin tones as well. The last item is the LA Girl Strobe Lite. This is their face highlight, and they came out with a bunch of different colors. So I do love that they have a wide variety of colors that they came out. I got mine in the shade 80 Watts, which I feel like is really complementary to a lot of different skin tones. It's has like a hint of that peach in there. It's like that golden peach. This is another item that I like. I feel like I have other products that I kind of lean towards a little bit more, just because it's one of those like, do I like it, do I not? I feel like it has a little bit of a hint of like the glitters. So if I want something more of a sheen and less glitter, I'll go towards that. However, it's not like I don't dislike it though. I think I just like it. It's not my all-time favorite highlight, but I think it's a good affordable option, and I do love the intensity of it. If you love an intense highlight and you don't mind like little glitters, I think you will like this product. Also, I do like the, you know, wide range that they have, so they cater to a lot of different skin tones. Now we're just like, oh, okay, here's our one highlight and it doesn't work for everybody. I do love that they have something that for everybody. You might find something or a couple of colors that you really do enjoy. So I do like this product. I think, hey, if you're curious about it, I would definitely say check it out. So those are all the products I picked up from the LA Girl Cosmetics site. I also did pick up their BB cream because I've been curious about that one, but I honestly haven't used it as much to do like my full-on thoughts and review on it. I didn't want to just like use it once or twice and throw it in there. I really wanted to, you know, check it out. So that will be coming up next. Also, don't forget the description box for their foundation and their brow pencil. I honestly really do love a lot of LA Girl Cosmetics products. I love that they're really affordable. The only thing which I feel like is changing a little bit, that I hate that it's kind of hard to find in stores. They do sell them at CVS's. I don't have a lot of CVS's by me. I'm more of maybe a Walgreens girl because they're just more conveniently placed around me specifically. I kind of have to go out of my way a little bit more to go to CVS. So if you are interested, on the LA Girl website, they do have, you know, a list of which CVS's they have their products available if you want to go in stores, as well as maybe some online shops have LA Girl. Lady Moss is definitely one of them, and just Google it and you can find them a lot of like other random shops. online, but if you want to like see the product, especially if you're trying to find like foundation and stuff, I want to see it in store. So that's my only, honestly, my biggest con about it, but I feel like they're getting a lot better in bringing them in store, so I'm so excited to be able to pick them up and, you know, just buy and test out more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review and demo. Let me know if you have picked up any of the products or what are some of your favorite LA Girl products that maybe I haven't tried, and, you know, wait for another sale online and, you know, pick up another bulk of them and do some more reviews. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.